Greetings, lovely humans, lovely goddesses and gods. Everything is in divine order. Everything is in divine order. Excuse me. As I live in my truck, winter came a lot sooner than what I expected. As you go through the downs of life, I've been programming myself to believe that everything is in divine order through divine love. When you program your mind, you have to try to convince yourself of what the hell it is you're trying to program. Okay, well, how can I see it out here? Well, you're not going to see it out there unless you see it in here first. And this is all just basic laws of mind business, or laws of attraction, law of assumption, the law of life, the law of belief, the law of consciousness, the law of vision, the law of imagining, whatever the fuck you want. Whatever it is, it's your life, law of life. But in the law of mind, the law of life is the law of belief. You see, it's not seeing is believing, it's believing, it's seeing. When you start to believe what you're telling yourself, you start to see it out here. So for about, I don't know, since I've been studying this for about 3 years, 4 years, or something like that. And so I've been telling myself, there's a lot of things I've been programming in here, but this is one of the ones, divine law and order govern my life through divine love. I had to figure out, well, what is all this? You're telling yourself this shit, you don't even know what it is. You got to figure it out. You got to create it. Give yourself an idea. Convince yourself. You got to fucking convince yourself. And that's why a lot of things I never got, because I never convinced myself of anything, Because nobody does that shit. Who fucking does that? Apparently that's how you want to get what you want in life. You got to convince yourself, whatever it is that you're telling yourself. If you're telling yourself everything's in divine law and order, everything's in divine order, then you gotta you gotta believe in that stuff. You gotta believe that stuff. You gotta believe that stuff somehow, some way. It's up to you. And that's why the Creator, the beautiful guYYZZZ, gave us imagination. And as we all know about the power of the imagination, but even the great people throughout the ages have been telling us that everything is imagination. Everything is imagination. What did Albert Einstein? Whoever was it? No, Albert Einstein. I think he said it. Who knows? It doesn't matter what he said or who said it, but the quote is, or whatever the thing is the imagination is life's coming, the future coming attraction. So we suffer. There's another one. We suffer more in our imagination than we do reality itself. Imagination, the power of imagination, Neville Goddard. The power of the the law of imagination. That's Dr. Joseph Murphy. The law of imagination. The imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. It gets you from A. It don't get you from A to B, Z. It gets you everywhere. It goes all over the place. It goes all over the place. And I had to go into my imagination and live this fantasy that you're telling yourself. Divine order. What is this divine order? You have to make it up. I can't. It's up to you. And I literally had to live in this imaginal place to get it to come out here. And that's exactly what has been going on. Everything now I've been putting in there for the past 4 years is coming out here now. Everything for the past 4 years is coming out in there now. Everything that I put in here. So the good thing is about whatever it is that you put in there, whatever the most that you're fixated with, fascinated with, you know, that you fucking, oh, habit, oh my God, I'm constantly thinking about this, whatever it is. You put it in here. You create a little world in here. Don't worry about what anybody tells you. Don't worry about what this news says. Don't worry about this outlet. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Because the order is, that's not the order. You see? I got fucking distracted by the external world is not the order. Because whatever you deposit in your mind, that's the order. Okay, I am this. And anything I do from this point on, I'm doing this. That's the order. The law and order. Don't go out of the external place and listen to what someone's telling you, because they're going to bump you off your order, the track you're on, or the frequency. This is just the basic things. Because it's very easy to get bumped off the frequency. Very easy. People allow other people to distract or disrupt their frequency. Why? Because we live in this society where we have to, oh my God, so-and-so told me, oh my God, let's put it in here now. It's going to bother me. I'm going to get irritated. I'm going to run around frustrated, take it out on people, not knowing that so-and-so, I put this in there in my own mind. It bumped me off of the order. The path I was like, wait a minute. So if what I'm doing in the next moment, if I said, what does this have to do with this? Nothing. Well, then don't do it. Because this is the order, the path. I am whatever, blah, 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 blah. That's where we're at. That's where you're going. Speak reality into existence. We all spoke. You spoke the golden word. You put it out there. It's like gold. And it multiplies. Accumulates. It grows. And the more and more we water it with love, faith, and expectancy, the more it'll grow. This is not an overnight thing. This is how you change your life. People aren't interested in changing their lives. I realize nobody really cares because they're getting bumped off of the order because there's so much shit going on out here, and they know this. They know that you can do and have and be anything you want to do and be and have. Because everything is right here, right now. Because it's the order. You see, so you're thinking about, you can put something in your mind, okay, I'm going to get a job. Okay, well, what am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So put this in here, this job, going to the end. What is it like when you're there? And what are you doing? How do you look at your check? Look at all the checks flowing in your bank account. Look at your coworkers, your people, your boss, and make this imaginary place. And next thing you know, you just walk right into it. It could take 3-4 years. Who knows? But the more and more we water it, the more and more we stay on that frequency, the more faster we're going to get there. But we always let our coworkers, our classmates, our neighbors, the news, some politician, some religious person, some sports newscaster, talk radio or whatever, people give mental consent to these other ideas. That's all they are. Because in this sense, we're talking about an idea is like a fucking parasite. It's feeding on your mental energy, draining your mental energy away from the what? The order. What happened to the order? Whoa, I forgot about it. Why? Because I was talking about some religious shit with this dude, and this dude told me about the sports game because he got all frustrated because so-and-so dropped the ball, and this and that happened, and this and that, and did you see the fucking celebrity who did that day? This is all I hear now. When people talk to me, that's all I hear is that Charlie Brown talk. Well, I'm just going, wow, right on, man. And because all I'm thinking about is the order. Because I know where I'm going. You see, you got to know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to go there. So, you know, daha dosti durmanani. Dikitustura kititusturmanani. Dishta. Zadada hier to manach. Zada khataria to sudwa. Dishturmanani. Pa denk dat soort dingen gewoon atheïstisch doen. I do that because it puts me at the order to the end faster. See, so I'm getting, that's the order. That's what I'm doing is getting me there. But so don't go, get distracted by whatever it is that's going to distract you. And the thing is, I thought all these things, right? Whatever it's people, symbols, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that all it is just get a little piece in your mind, a little space. Gonna rent a little tiny space here to see if it could disrupt you. So if you're gonna allow me to live here for however long. That's what everything's about. And this goes back to the power of assumption, or the power of suggestion, as the Dr. Joseph Murphy called it. The power of suggestion has been on the planet before since time ever started. And that's how the suggestions of other people and other things, and what someone's trying to sell you, what some commercial says, or what some billboard says, or what the magazine says, or what the fucking phone says, or what whoever says, but it ain't here. It's not what you say, because we're listening. I was listening to everybody else telling me who I was. I even forgot where the hell I was going, because I was out of order. Got off the frequency. But, you can't go around and tell people this shit, because they think you're fucking crazy. They're like, what? Just like we think they're crazy when they're telling us about what the dude says about dropping the ball and didn't make the fucking this and didn't throw it through this hoop and that. What the fuck are you talking about? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Who cares what the politicians are running around, and we're going, oh my God, did you see this and that? What does that have to do with where you want to go? Nothing. There's fucking nothing to do with it. Because it's feeding your mental fucking energy, draining the fucking shit out of you. But yet we go run into these relationships, go have fucking all these kids and get these houses. Next thing you know, you're bitching about you can't pay this, and you can't do this and that. All these bills, this and oh my God, that. What the fuck? What are we giving your mental consent to? What are you allowing to move you? Ideas, It's just an idea, right? Just someone else says. You don't know. You don't fucking know. Well, as I drink my water, this is just water. I don't drink nothing. I don't like drinking anything else. Maybe a cup of tea. 1 cup of coffee a week. That's it. That's all I do. But I have a cookie brownie addiction. I have to stop. I gotta stop that shit. But anyway, this got nothing to do with the order. Stop. It's not distracting me. But nothing has been distracting me lately because I've been on this order, and I notice everyone that comes to you is always trying to get you off the frequency. But just, just hang on. Just stay in this place. You see, because they're gonna when you stay in that place, you're emitting vibrations, and this vibration that attract people who want healing, or who are on your level, and they just naturally change, naturally. So think about that. Don't worry about anything. The worrying is praying to, the devil or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or some monster, or your death sentence. You're just worrying is just praying for things that you don't want. So when you worry about not having money, right, you're like praying and saying, I don't have money. And if you notice you don't have any money, you just gotta, just to get by, just to what you need. That always seems to be the thing. All right, so I just thought I'd get on here and talk about that a little bit, because this is about frequencies, man. It's all about frequency. And just be aware, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you live more consciously, you are aware of a lot of, things with you. It's more about you. You're like, whoa. You start to read, like, frequency, energy, and vibration. These things are real, like, we're taught to not believe in it. You know what I mean? That's how it was. You can't go by what you feel. Alright, well, that's enough gibberish today. And I'm going to start doing a lot of gibberish. Stick around. And I want to thank everybody that reached out to me. Just communicate with some people, And we got a lot of things, just busy. And I like to just try to get the thoughts out. I think it's good to release thoughts. It's sort of like a cleanse. I'm gonna go back out in the cold. It's fucking cold out here. Bullshit. I don't like it anymore. So I'm getting a whole new job. Anyway, that's not a different. Anyway, I don't really care about that. We're already way over. Okay, I love you guys. Let's do a little. Nuku makata ishaka di dito como di kada yena ka next kata isuru mana I hiltoku la hilto stay hada kitistiri ramoro ku to sadre just kada yedista to koma. Okay, I love you guys. Be unique, be magical, and all that other bullshit, and hope you are on your frequency. We should talk more about frequencies, because it's always going to change. The frequency always changes, but we're on the same frequency. If you're watching this till the end, you are on my frequency. And if you did watch this to the end, hit like and comment end. And I know that you are on my frequency. We got some deep connection. So if you watch this to the end right now, if you're here right now, click like. And if you haven't subscribed, so subscribe, click like, and comment end, all capital letters. And you are on my frequency, and we will connect, because we are connected on a deep level. Trust that. If you're here right now, click subscribe, comment end, all capital letters, and hit like.